Matt's aunt one time in the dressing room was calling saying he was on the phone right before we went on. This kind of sums up. Someone's called. Oh, hold on, that's a relative. No, you can't have guest tickets for the show. Nowadays, for us, St. Patrick's Day is taking on a totally different meaning where it's about getting together with friends and family. And it was always supposed to be that, but when you're younger, you're taking off with your buddies and whatever.
Playing is probably the last thing on your mind when when we're at home. It's such a madhouse at this point.
With the shows, it's like everybody's coming. Our parents are coming. Our grandparents, if they're still alive. The kids. Our kids, and so it has a different dynamic for us. You know what I mean? Don't start too early. You start too early. If you peak at about 2, you're in trouble.
It's a marathon, not a sprint. You wouldn't believe how many kids are getting brushed into the gutter outside of the club because they went a little too hard too fast.
I will say this: I've learned a lot more in my life from watching fans these days because yourself is just one person, but when you watch weekly and nightly, hundreds of people make mistakes. I think I get more out of their mistakes.
How are you gonna ask us a question?
What are you trying to get us in trouble? I mean, one, I've really never been anywhere else, but we do hear a lot from like Boston police pipers that go down to Savannah, Georgia parade. That's supposed to be amazing, and I'm sure Chicago's really good. But no, I think Boston is probably. I don't know. I don't know if it's technically the biggest parade. I think it is, but I think that's probably the first and foremost place that people think of in America anyway when it comes to St. Patrick's Day. I don't think I've had a meal on St. Patrick's Day in a long time. My grandmother used to make boiled dinners all the time, and the smell of it makes me sick to my stomach, so no corned beef and cabbage for me. My grandmother makes a mean soda bread.
I don't know if I always get to it late, but it's hard as a rock every time.
Well, it is. You gotta nuke it for 10 seconds, butter on it, all set.
So much.
We'll just say the Pogues, Pogues sums it all up because they're a great one. They're such, originators of a sound that's been influential on us. But when you think of like us, maybe it's too loud and aggressive at some points for some people. And if you want to start going back and playing like the Clancy Brothers or the Dubliners, maybe it's a little too mellow at points for people. So I think the Pogues are that type of band that you could put it on at any party, regardless of any age, and it's perfect soundtrack to St. Patrick's Day.
It's almost like when we played at Fenway, like the venue itself is part of the excitement of the whole thing, and just I'm excited to have my family be there and to be able to witness it. Like it's as you said, it's a huge accomplishment for the band. It's not something I don't think the band ever planned on doing, and if there was any thought of it, it was a dream. It's just unbelievable that we even get the opportunity.
We'll probably never do it again. It's just but to be able to say you did the arena in your hometown is something that any band would want to do. I don't think we aspire to be an arena band by any chance, but it is the hometown, and it's cool. It's like people are excited. It gives your grandmother something to talk about. It's a nice accomplishment for sure.
The year we did the parade was pretty spectacular.
Actually, when the band played in the St. Patrick's Day parade, now they have bands a lot, on floats. But at the time, we rolled around the corner. We were like, "How is this going to be?" And we were on this big 18-wheeler. We roll around the corner onto Broadway at the start of the parade, and honestly, the cheer that you could hear when we rolled around onto the start of that, and we must have been 2.5 hours of playing, and then about 3/4 of the way through, the police had enough of shooing kids away from the float, so the parade went left, and we went straight mid-song. And any band can finish a parade. It takes a real band to get kicked out of a parade.
Only one way
Don't
to get rid of
drink.
a hangover, or keep drinking.
Don't drink. Keep drinking.